like a Rolex watch. Almost silent valve train. Love to see that. So guys, BMW set out in the 20s to build an engine that counterbalanced itself, had a super low center of gravity, wasn't overly complicated, easy to rebuild under stress, and just bulletproof touring engine. And they just hit it out of the park. And to motor a power plant that stood the test of time, that they use in all of their racing and touring bikes up until this date, or most of them. So here we have a 1977 BMW R60/7 that's hitting the auction block this week, just completely tuned by the service shop downstairs. This thing is totally dialed in. Really impressed with the way that it ran, fired right up, carburetes beautifully. Lance Merton, our resident engineer, BMW certified technician, just completely went through the bike. Shows good, really, really good. Look at the photos closely in the eBay auction. Exceptional condition, and it runs just as good as it looks. I'll go right into the work order here. $3,400 parts and labor on the /7. Compression tested 170 PSI, both cylinders. It's perfect compression. Not a high compression motor, but that was super healthy. Pleased with that. Spark tested good. New plug wires were installed. New Yuasa battery removed, disassembled, cleaned the carbs in the ultrasonic cleaning tank. I'm going to take the other mic. Don't have any audio issues. Fuel tank was drained, flushed, and inspected. All good there. Nice, clean, original gas tank. Sorry, it's a little windy today. Papers are blowing around. There was a fuel tank mount that had to be repaired. That was done. Tank's mounted as new. Fresh VP 94 non-ethanol small engine fuel was added. Airbox was cleaned. New BMW air filter element. There was new intake boot rubbers installed. New 10 W50 engine oil and new gear oil. Checked the final drive fluid. That was clean and full. New BMW engine badges on the tank. These are kind of notorious for wearing out and stuff like that, but I'm a Bavarian guy myself. You see an old Beamer in the parking lot over there. It's a 98 328 IS M52 B28 2.8 forged internals, that kind of thing. Nothing crazy in the power department, but BMW, I'll tell you what, guys, they know how to build bikes with bulletproof top ends, bulletproof valve trains. They're naturally aspirated engines, especially the earlier ones. You can't kill them. This is a well over 100,000 mile motor. I'm sure there's some touring guys that have some stories, ones that probably went $250,000 before they cracked the engines open. New replacement horn, new replacement mirrors, new hand grips, new foot peg rubbers, replacement side covers. Not sure if those are reproduction. We'll try and note that in the ad. New replacement seat cover. Dean must have put that on. That thing's on point. Seat cover looks great. New replacement center stand spring. New Dunlop K81 tires front and rear. Love the tires on the bike. Corner's great. Really just joy to ride. Jumped on it, was impressed with it immediately. Everything's on point. The brakes you saw on the test ride, stopped on a dime, no squeals or howls or anything like that. Rear drum, along with that shafty, low maintenance. Guys, you could lock the rear up with that drum. It's a solid components on the old Bavarian here. Polish the wheels. Carefully hot water steam cleaned, hand washed and degreased down in the detail shop. Wheels were polished, shocks were cleaned, engine and exhaust were also polished. Cleaned all the cycle parts, buffed and polished all the painted surfaces, and tech noted, excellent bike. This thing's good for the long haul. Sold this week on our recent service notes. Shipping anywhere in the States inexpensively. Message your zip code for a shipping quote. This is, guys, this is a killer example of old Bavaria. Just dialed in. Original shocks maybe need to be rebuilt. They're a little, pogo sticky. Maybe get them replaced, rebuilt. Mechanically, this bike is a 10. Otherwise, a drivetrain. No leaks noted. Fuel system's dialed in. Brakes on point, stuff like that. Another thing I wanted to disclose, these instruments were not the greatest from stock, and the needles actually broke off on both sides. So there was a couple of gauge manufacturers that just had issues, and when they get up there in years, they well, the old plastic gets brittle. So maybe send it out to be rebuilt, get those the tack and the speedo functioning as they should. But hey, 2 thumbs up here. Exactly what you'd expect. This is a killer bike. This is something that would be good for a nice Sunday rider. I would say generally headache free. Not much to go wrong here. Big old work order on it. I would say run non-ethanol fuel. Keep it hooked up to the tender in the winter time, and skip to your loo if you're looking for something fun to tinker with and enjoy. Bring it to the show on a Sunday. You know, ride it out to brunch, whatever your thing is. It's a killer street bike, nice and smooth on the throttle. Always really impressed with these once we get them dialed in. So 2 thumbs up here. We do financing through Freedom Road on the Classics. Call to get pre-approved, 860-454-7024. You can ask to speak with me, Ken Kaplan Jr. You can message your zip code through eBay for a shipping quote, all that good stuff. Sorry if I left anything out, guys, but no excuses here. Let us know if you have any questions. Good luck bidding. God bless America.